Hey, um, this not gonna be a long video. I don't have a whole lot that I want to say, but because I do play 2K and 2K27 is right around the corner, I want to put my opinion out there because it's not drama, but there's some stuff going on in the community, and there's like two sides to the spectrum. Maybe three. There's like a I agree, there's a I disagree, there's a I don't care, just drop the game. Or there's like a 3B of like, I don't care, I'm not getting the game anyway. So if you're in the 2K community, you most likely know that Joe Knows dropped a video talking about kind of the issues with he didn't really get too deep into the issues with 2K, but he was kind of just talking about how there are problems with the game and there are things that need to change, and he's going to try his best to be that voice that brings some change to 2K. And he even gave a little 2 cents on what he thinks they should do, what he thinks they shouldn't do, things like that. So in the video, he touches on VC vaults. And basically what he's saying is that 2K should implement a system where there's a vault where there's a vault connected to your account that keeps your VC in there, and through the years, through the games, maybe you can go back if you want to, or whatever, you keep that VC and you can spend it on whatever.
Now, the thing that's even crazier on the 2K side is not only is it really expensive to make players or open My Team packs and all those things, but nothing transfers to the next game. So everything you spend on 26, you lose in 27.
He also touched on players should be able to sell builds that they don't want to use anymore or that they're tired of or whatever, and maybe not get the full VC that they spent on it back, but at least get something back.
Give us a way to refund the builds that we don't want anymore. I put VC on this build. I don't want to play on this one anymore. Even if you're not going to give me 100% of the VC back, give me 75% or 50% of the VC back, and I can put that VC towards a new build.
As much as I rock with Joe Knows, and I genuinely respect him for having the nuts to speak out and say, hey, even though I do make content on this game, I'm going to speak out because I care about it and I want it to be good. And right now it's just not in a good place. He was talking about different things that 2K can do with VC and how it will make the game better. He's a grown man. I know he knows how things work. He knows that the way a corporate's not going to make a decision that's going to affect their pockets unless they know for a 100% fact the analytics show that it is going to turn a profit, no doubt. It may be on the what they call it? What they call it? Like planning board or the whiteboard or whatever. It may be on the whiteboard brainstorming, but they're not going to go through with it unless they know for a 100% fact it's going to turn them profit. So as good as a VC vault sounds, and as good as selling your build for some VC sounds, at the end of the day, it's just not going to happen. I don't think so. Because one, it's going to keep people from buying those little chunks of VC, like $5, $10, maybe $20. If you can just sell a build and get that VC back, is going to keep people from doing that. I think the community is the issue. I think the community doesn't actually understand how video game development works, because I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I think the 2K community is full of people that just like basketball. They just like basketball. They don't even really like video games like that. I'm not saying it's everybody, but I'm saying I think there's a lot of people in the community that just like to hoop. They like to play games for quick satisfaction, and that's it. And that's fine. But when that's your only motive for playing video games, chances are you're not going to do that extra deep dive into how video games work to actually understand why developers can't just put everything that you want in the game and take everything that you want taken out of the game. They can't do that. One, because developers don't make the decisions anyway. The corporate people in the suits do, and they just come in the studio and tell the developers, hey, we want you to do this. That's the difference between a development studio and a publisher. The studio just does what the publishers tell them to do. hey, we're going to give you this amount of money to do this for us. Can you do that? Yeah, we could do that. Let us know what you need and we'll do it. And you'll back us. We'll get paid for our work and, whatever profit the game makes. That's how it works. So when I see people complaining to Mike Wang or Ronnie 2K, or they ain't got nothing to do with it, especially Ronnie 2K, he ain't got nothing to do with nothing. All he does, he's like the social media guy for 2K. What's he gonna do? I don't even know if he speaks to these developers, to be honest with you. The understanding of what the issue is divided. They need to analyze how they approach the game, and they need to ask themselves, is the way I'm approaching the game part of the reason? I don't even know what you call it, but when 2K implemented their system of you can upgrade to a higher overall when we say you can, that was kind of when people decided, hey, you have to buy VC in order for the game to be playable or for your player to be serviceable online. Did 2K ever say that you had to do that? No. Everybody has their different reasons for buying VC, but 2K never told you that you had to do that. People started wanting 2K to be more of a RPG rather than just get on the game and play basketball. That's why 2K put the neighborhood, the city, things like that in their game. Cutscenes, side quests, that kind of stuff, right? They put that in their game to make it more interactive and to give players more ways of earning VC. But the 2K community don't want to do that. How many times you seen people say they don't like my career because it's boring? They don't want to do this because it's boring, because it's too this, because it's too that. That's fine. You don't have to like my career. But the point I'm getting at is 2K put that in their game so that you can build your player up, so that you can do things to earn VC and get your player to that max overall. Because for people that do it, they see how much VC that actually gives you. And it kind of gives you a lot. It gives you a lot of VC if you complete those. Like completing those endorsements give you like 10,000 VC. You complete multiple at a time, you get upwards of 20, 30,000. There's ways to earn VC, and a lot of it at that, without buying it. The community just can't be bothered to actually explore that and do it. They want to hop on the game and immediately go straight online as if that's the only mode in the game. They paid for the game. They are free to play it however they want. But I'm just saying that's why the community conditioned themselves into buying VC, because they can't be bothered to play the rest of the game. When you play RPG, your character starts off with nothing. No weapons, no armor, no items, no nothing. And what do? You build all that up by defeating enemies, beating bosses, completing quests, going through the game, and you gain stuff. You gain money, you gain items, weapons, whatever, right? I get that it's a basketball game, so the people that play it might not really understand that concept is now in 2K, but it is. The community kind of just developed this mindset that to really do anything in the game, you just got to buy VC. It's like embedded in their brains now that you just got to buy VC if you really want to do anything. Yes, clothes are way too expensive. A shirt, a hoodie shouldn't be no 25,000 VC. 2K, y'all dead wrong for that. Y'all are dead wrong for that. Charging 25, 30,000 for a t-shirt or a hoodie just because it got a brand on it. Me personally, I'm fine walking around with a brown shirt, some sweats, and some 2K dookies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm okay with it. But some people want to do that. And you know why? Because they at least adapted that part of 2K being an RPG, but they didn't latch on to the other part that comes with RPGs. Think about it. 2K comes out once a year, right? You have 365 days to play this My Career, upgrade your player, go online and have fun, right? Personally, and this might be a hot take, I think 2K meant for us to only have maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 builds and to spend that year upgrading. When you make a build and you immediately upgrade it, you're going to get bored because you're not really working for anything anymore. This sounds like I'm going off on a tangent, but just hear me out. Hear me out. Humans have dopamine receptors. There is a part of those dopamine receptors where our brains want to work towards something and get a reward for it. Our brains want to work towards something to get a reward for it because it makes us feel good. Have you ever worked towards anything? Literally anything. Put in any kind of work. Doesn't matter. Whatever. You simply cut the grass. You cut the grass. It took a few hours. It's hot. You're tired. But at the end of that, you made yourself a smooth, $50 to $100 or however much, right? And it feels good, right? That's that dopamine receptor saying, yeah, I worked for this and got this reward. I feel accomplished and I feel good. If you're working towards your VC, you're going in those games, doing what you can, and you actually put up some good numbers, get some good VC. Now you can finally max out that drive and dunk or max out that three, and you can literally see your player getting better as time progresses. That's going to activate that dopamine receptor and you're going to feel great about it. I understand people have responsibilities, people have jobs, people have things they got to handle in life. So they don't have that kind of time to do that. And so they end up just buying the VC, which is cool. But in turn, that does defeat that purpose of doing pretty much everything else in the game that you can, challenges you can accomplish. That way you're not going into the rec playing the same exact way every single time. Going to park, playing the same way every time. Maybe you need this more assists. So you need to go into the park, rack up your assists, boom, 5 to 10,000 VC because you got this many assists. Maybe you really got to worry about scoring. So you're like, okay, I need to be on my P's and Q's with scoring. Maybe you need rebounds. All right, let me focus on getting my rebounds to get this VC. You see what I'm saying? I think that was the point of putting all of this stuff in 2K, and the community just allowed themselves to believe, oh, it's unplayable because they're too lazy, they're too bored to really do what the game offered them. And the last thing, Joe Knows and Badge Plug, respect to them for speaking out. But we gonna need a little bit more than that. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are a lot of 2K content creators out there not saying a single word. And I think it's because 2K is paying them to not say nothing. And they're letting it happen. Because I watch a few 2K YouTubers and they ain't said nothing. They still making build videos in July. They part of the problem. I don't necessarily think they want to be, but I think some people are just a little too far gone. You know, they're more worried about something else than actually making a good game. 2 people's not enough. I think the overall problem of it all is, for some reason with the 2K community, it's too difficult to get everybody on the same page. You got people that are happily contributing to the problem. Yeah, I work. I don't want to come home and work towards building my player. I work for my hard-earned money and I choose to spend it on 2K. I have too many responsibilities. I don't have time for this. If you don't have the money, then don't play the game, brokey. Y'all part of the problem. Again, if you buy the game, you can do whatever you want with it. But just know that it comes with its repercussions, and this is one of the repercussions. So, yeah. Bye.
This ain't his shit, Mike Tyson. We got paid, we out Tyson. Some that bad little dread box. Rap like your little dread body. Day on day, they swipe at it. I'm on point, can't take my shit. Bitch, I'm happy, you mad bit. You all lose, bet, duck your bit.